What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Double Beat. We are moving here. We're at 100 beats per minute. We're going to 110. If you haven't checked out any of these videos before, make sure you look down below, watch the intro video, work your way up. If you're learning double strokes for the first time, really make sure you get a good foundation of what the purpose is, what we're working towards, and all that good stuff. But if you've been here before, if you've done 80, 90, 100, we're ready to go here. Here's a quick reminder of all the things that are worth thinking about. Make sure you set a goal. There could be goals outside of this, just as for the record, but make sure you know what you want to work on when you're working on this exercise. You have to have a goal. We're taking care of tempo together. We're getting some reps in, but you got to know what your goal is. Only you know that, and only you can get yourself to that next level. All right? But if you're ready, you got your sticks, you got your drum, you got your pad. Yeah? All right, let's do it. Starting at 100 beats per minute, 4 reps at each tempo. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. And 2, and again, 2, right with your feet. Very good. And 2 more times right here. 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, and last time here. Very nice. How'd that feel? Your hands nice and warmed up? Was this the first thing you played today? If this is the first thing you played today, nice job. Always make sure your hands are good and warmed up and ready to go. But if you're ready to move on, we're ready to move on. Max your heights out. Go for vertical if you can. It'd be incredible if you can play a really fast roll really high. Takes a tremendous amount of chops, so make sure you're efforting for it. We're developing chops, we're developing that muscle memory, we're developing actual muscles too, so make sure you don't let yourself off the hook too easily. When it starts to get hard, that's good, that should be that's what you're working on, that's why we're here. But we're at 102, a little bit faster now. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, here we go. And 2, and again, 2, right with your feet. Very good. 2, 2 more times. Right, here we go. Very good. Nice and even. Last time. Here we go. Very good. How'd that feel? Nice and consistent? Are your doubles the same throughout all of those 16th notes with one 16th note partial in between? Right? All of those real even? Are those spaces nice and even? Are you right with your feet? Is your second partial, right, that second part of the 16th note pattern that we're working on, those little groups, are those the same height? Is the second note louder, or are we down here again? Not what we're going for, right? We're going for super active in volume so that by the end, if we were doing... you shouldn't be able to hear a difference, right? We want it to be that even, where you could shut your eyes and you can't even tell the difference between doubles or singles or whatever, because that's going to be really useful when we get to more complicated rudiments and patterns later on. Develop the muscle now. And we're going to develop that, you guessed it, at 104. Here we go. A few times here. 1 and 2 and 104. Here we go. Very good. And 1, 2, max those heights. And 2, and 2 more times here. Very good. And last time right here. Nice job. Something I was thinking about that I don't think I've mentioned in this set of this exercise is make sure both parts of those 16th note doubles are hitting in the exact same spot on the drum, right? Every time you hit the drum or the pad, it should be in the exact same spot. If you play on a drum or even on a pad, you can hear the difference. You know what it sounds like. It sounds different in different spots on the drum or on the pad. So if you want to have the most consistent sound, and especially if you're in the marching world and you're trying to match the person next to you, you have to be identical. So you have to hit in the exact same spot. You want to have a really small grouping of notes. Like if you're playing on a regular drum and you have those coated heads, you're going to start to wear off the coating on there. You want that circle to be really small. If you have a super wide range where like, I've kind of hit all over the drum, you know, that could be for different reasons, but it could be because you're not placing each note in the exact same spot. That's because you got to be in complete control of what you're doing. If you're not in complete control, you'll guess. It'll be sliding all over the place. All right? You don't want that to be you. You want to be in total control. All right. We're moving to 106. 1 and 2, a little bit faster now, ready, go. Very good. 2, lots of energy. 2, ready, go. Very good. 2 and 2 more times. Ready, go. Very good. And last time, ready, go. Very good. One thing to make sure that you always have, I've said this before, I'll say it in this exercise as well, make sure your fingers are always wrapped around the stick. All right? Don't start finding space between your fingers and the stick. That means if your fingers are not wrapped around the stick and are not a part of this, that means you lost some control, right? As we get faster, the fulcrum pressure, the pressure in your hands moves closer to this area, right? Closer to here, but we're not there yet. You need some fulcrum pressure, a little bit of squeezing here in order to keep the stick nice and in control, but too much squeezing sometimes leads to people taking their fingers off the stick. You might be able to get away with it at these tempos. The faster you get, the more you're going to find you want that control. There's going to be some weird in-between tempos where you're not fully squeezing, you're not fully just clear 2 wrist strokes. So once we get there, you'll see how important it is to have your fingers on the stick. Your fingers are going to do some work in this type of rudiment that we're working on. Not a rudiment per se, but a double stroke is. You want to have that control. Let's get some more control at 108. 1 and 2, lots of energy. 2, here we go. Very good. 2 and 1, 2, lots of control. Very good. 2, 2 more times. 2, ready, go. And 2, and last time, here we go. Very good. One thing to think about when I'm talking about control, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't have a nice, relaxed, open grip, right? You don't want to be open in the sense where your hand, you have room between your stick, right? There's room to breathe between the palm of your hand and the stick. You don't want to be squeezing like the last turkey leg on Thanksgiving dinner, all right? You want to keep it nice and open. That gets that natural resonance of the stick and of the drum. Otherwise, you don't want it to sound like that. That's what it'll sound like when you play it, and it also feel that bad, right? That's not a good sound. Oh, listen to that sing. Nice and resonant, just the way the stick and the drum was made. And here we go. Look at this. We're at 110. We're at our goal tempo. We're flying around here. A little bit faster now. Few reps here. Let's go. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Ready, go. Very good. 2 and 1, 2. Here we go. Very good. And 2 more times at our goal tempo. Very good. And last time, here we go. Awesome. Something to think about on those 16th notes at the end. Your hands should feel really up. Like they should feel like they just want to stay up and rebounded. Right? That'll help you be ready for the next note. Just something to think about. Maybe you're already doing it. You probably are. Of course you're already doing it. Just a reminder for people who weren't thinking about it. Here we go. Think about this though. We're at 114. A little bit of a bump. Maximize the heights the best that you can. Don't force the issue to have bad technique. Force the issue and get good technique. 1, 2, and 1, 2. Here we go. Yeah, that feels good. And 1, 2, keep it moving. One, and 2, and last time at a bonus tempo. Very nice. That should be just enough that you feel a difference here. And now I want to drop it back down. We're going to do 2 reps at our performance rep tempo, our goal tempo of 110 beats per minute. This is going to feel significantly slower from 114. Find control immediately. Think about it. Sing it in your head. All right, you already know what it's going to be. Adjust immediately with the feet. Let the feet drive. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Very good. 2, last time here, no errors. All right, how was it? No errors? Good. Yeah, I sure hope so. I really hope there are people out there who are doing 2 reps or at least 1 out of the 2 with no errors. That's unbelievable. That's a ton of focus, that's a ton of practice, and that's a ton of good work. If that went well for you, get ready for the next one. If it didn't go so well, go pick the tempo that worked best for you. If you need to drop it back down to 100 and work our way back up, or if you got to go back to 90, that's no problem. Do what you need to do so that you can do it confidently, that you can attack each phrase every time you're playing with a tremendous amount of confidence. That's how I want you to feel when you're playing. That's the best part of playing, is when you have a tremendous amount of confidence, because you know you're not going to make any errors, and that can be you. Might just take a little more practice. But if you're ready to go to the next one, I will see you there. Thanks for playing along. Thanks so much for playing along. If you liked that video, please let me know down below. Let me know why you liked it. Let me know what you're working on so I can make more things exactly for what you need. And if you didn't like it, keep it to yourself. No, if you didn't like it, please let me know why down below, because I want to make videos that you need. What skill sets do you need? What would make you better faster? Let me know. And if you want to get some real feedback, tag me in videos. Send me an email, tag me on Instagram, tag me on YouTube. I want to give you comments. I want to make this a community, and I want us to all get better at drums faster. All right, I'll see you in the next one.